breakfast. Don't act like you don't do it. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. No. Yes, you've seen the title and I know what you're thinking. Holy freaking clickbait, am I right? No, it is true. Going vegan made me less manly. Well, before going vegan, I was just your typical Aussie bloke. I'd go out with my mates, drink beer, make up a ton of stories. Wait, I still do all those things now. Oh no, it was the insecurity. Just like many Australian men, I was insecure as I was always seeking validation by making sexist jokes or, oh, look at me, eat this steak, or, hey, watch me drink 20,000 beers. Or mainly being overly aggressive because I never allowed my emotions to come out in a healthy way. Guys, this was my life as a teenager moving into my early 20s. A lot is said about women and the pressures growing up in society, especially in today's society. You just have to go into Instagram and go to the explore page and see the pressures put on women to dress, look, and act a certain way. This sort of stuff has a negative impact on a woman's self-esteem, which can lead to having serious eating disorders or personality disorders. There's a bit of peanut butter in that lid. And companies market to this insecurity. Oh my God, it is marketing 101. Fit tees, low cal, makeup, this, look a certain way, dress a certain way, look like the Kardashians, inject, cut open, implant, whatever. Insecurity is their business, and business is good.
And business is good!
But hey, I'm about to talk about from the male's perspective because male insecurities are definitely a bloody thing. A lot of male insecurities isn't really focused about what you look like. Maybe looking a bit like He-Man or a Dragon Ball Z character, but mainly it is how we feel. From a young age, men are told to suck it up, don't show emotion, be strong, be a man. I'm not throwing my dad under the bus here. Listen, he was growing up in the old school. But I'm gonna tell you a story. When I was 3 years old, my dad had been away for a week for work. I missed him. You miss your dad. He comes in through the door and I run up to him to give him a big hug. He puts out the big don't argue and says, "You're a big boy now. Big boys don't hug. We shake hands." He said that to a 3-year-old kid. So it goes to show you that we raise our kids the same as we were raised. My dad was raised in the exact same way. So, hey, no hatred to him. What does raising boys in this way equate to? I'm telling you what it equates to. Weak and broken men. Honestly, just look at the stats. Men are 3 times more likely to kill themselves, end up in jail for violent crimes, and die earlier than women. We are breeding and raising weak boys, and the marketers love it. Meat is for men. Oi, are you a real man? Real men buy insert product here. Funny thing happened. It all changed for me when I realized what happened to animals. My well-guarded heart, emotions, everything that I kept bottled way down deep inside of me had a little chink in its armor. Seeing the atrocities that happens to these animals that are mindlessly killed just for us to eat them opened the floodgates of emotions. For the first time in my life, I gave myself permission to feel and allowed myself to cry. And a funny thing happened. Through this ability to listen to my heart and my emotions, I was no longer trapped in this perpetual need to hide this certain part of myself. I could literally just be myself for the first time in my life. For the very first time, I didn't need any validation from anybody in my life. I was truly free, just being me. Veganism gave me the permission to be less manly from a societal perspective, and in turn, made me feel like a real man for the first time in my life. You see, the term toxic masculinity gets thrown around a lot, and I hate the term generally, but in its truest form, it is correct. We pass off these societal manly traits as being strong, when in fact, they are just destroying the person. They're pushing the person further and further away from themselves. They're having to pretend to be something that they're not. We have to teach young boys it's okay to feel and to tap into their emotions. It doesn't make you weak. Instead, it makes you who you are. It makes you human. You don't have to walk around like a pent-up ball of emotion all the time, that only the slightest spark will send out a big explosion of violent outrage. It's a bit like martial arts. You learn self-defense to protect yourself and protect your family. You don't go out looking for trouble. You know when to use it and you know when to be peaceful. As a primary school teacher, I try to teach kids resilience and being able to tap into their emotions, be able to calm down, cool down, and express their emotions in a positive way. There is this misconception that emotionally sensitive men are weak, but I disagree with that 100%. There's this great quote I read the other day. You can't call yourself peaceful unless you're capable of great violence. If you are not capable of violence, you are not peaceful, you're harmless. important distinction. I feel like since going vegan, I've been able to channel and direct my emotions in a more positive and ethical way. No longer do I go up as a pent-up ball of emotion. I'm more peaceful. But don't take my kindness for weakness. If somebody came for myself or my family, you better believe I'll protect them. Real men care and are compassionate. In society, it's almost like men don't care. Well, I believe that real men care and are compassionate. We're supposed to look after and care for those less fortunate and vulnerable. We don't prey on the weak, and we don't tie our whole identity to an advertising slogan. Real men eat meat. We are confident, strong, and above all else, we allow ourselves to feel. Veganism might have made me less manly in the eyes of society, but I have never felt more like a real man in my life as I do right now. My name is Alistair. This is Plant-Based Logic. Remember guys, real men are compassionate, loving, and caring. Until next time, bye for now.